Hey y'all, it's your boy Rico.
And Sam, and this week we're going to talk testosterone. So we're going to be talking about the physical, mental, emotional, all the changes that you're kind of like go through while undergoing HRT. So first we're going to start by talking about like the physical changes. Rico calls it like the 3 H's, and like the first three things that I noticed for when I started T was those 3 H's, which is hot, horny, and hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I first started T, a couple of things that I first noticed is my period was gone almost instantly, which was awesome.
Same, it was just a month for me.
I didn't have a period after my first shot, which was great. A couple weeks on T, I noticed that I was really, really, really hot. Yeah, so I know that they say that you have to go like through menopause when you start testosterone, and it's totally true. So I got really, really bad hot flashes. My sex drive has been through the roof ever since I started, and it has not slowed down at all. At all. It won't go away. Some people it goes away. For me, it did not go away, and that whatever. Hungry, yeah. I gained about 50 pounds my first year on T. Since then, I have lost a lot of that, but I know it's like body shaping differently. Like it's redistributing. Yeah, it's redistributing my fat, and that's cool. But I definitely did put on a few pounds.
So I'm talking about fat redistribution, like muffin top status. This will eventually move into here, and I will hopefully one day lose this and be more boxy. I don't know how else to explain it, like a cis man. As the first few changes for me, the first one was I lost my period, and then I noticed dark little mustache hairs. That was the first facial hair area where I noticed was my mustache. I think 6 to 10 weeks in, I noticed little soul patch hairs. And yeah, around 10 weeks in, that's when I realized I was fucking hot. My body temperature did definitely change. I was always the cold one, and all my groups of friends always like shivering cold.
Still are.
No, that's not true at all. But it's been cold. It's like winter. It's different.
Yeah, but you're still like a little chihuahua. He just shakes.
Okay, well, it's definitely like I'm hotter than I was before. So I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, my voice cracked. I think at 6 weeks in.
Mine took so long.
Yeah, but you started with gel, right?
No, I started on shots.
Oh, okay. It was just in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, of course, your person is very different, but also how you take tea, how often, if it's shots or gel, that's all different. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely facial hair. Eventually, your hairline will recede if that is common in your family. Mm-hmm. You lose your period, of course. Yeah. Growth. Yeah.
If you haven't watched our bottom growth video, definitely check that out. A lot of trans people say that is one of the first things that they do notice. Like even within like the first week or two, they notice that they see a change downstairs. Like they definitely get bottom growth.
Another one is apparently for some trans men you dry out downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Which happens with menopause, which is why they say like you're gonna experience menopause is because you dry out. And then you get the hot flashes, mood swings, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Those are all things that you experience during menopause. And I didn't get all of them, but you might not. It's kind of depends person to person what you're gonna get.
So aside from hair on my face, definitely have more thigh hair in the groin area. Mm-hmm. Belly, like my happy trail's filling in even more.
I am so hairy everywhere.
Yeah, it's starting to come in on the sides. Definitely getting some hair on my chest.
Yeah.
So yeah, just more hair everywhere.
Everywhere.
So that pretty much covers everything for physical. Emotional, that's another big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed, I think a couple months in, I was like, wow, I haven't cried in a long time. Wow, my emotions are pretty, like, stable and not, like, pre-T, I would, if something really bad happened, like, let's say I got my heart broken, I'd be a crying hot mess. But I think now if that happened, I'd be a hot mess, but I wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Like, my mood is more rather than, like, up and down, which I definitely prefer.
Yeah. I have maybe... so I've been on... April 12th will be 2 years on T for me, so I'm almost 2 years on T right now, and I think that I have only cried maybe 4 times since starting T.
That's crazy.
Maybe. I cannot physically cry. There have been times where I am begging to fucking cry. Like, I am begging to just get some kind of emotion out, and I can't do it. For me, I guess it's nice, but also it kind of sucks at some points. Like, I wish that I could show more emotion. Like, if me and my partner are, like, going through some shit or whatever, and, like, she's crying, then I look like a fucking dick because I'm just, like, stone faced. And that's happened. Like, I would be fighting with my ex, and she'd be, like, blubbering like a fucking wreck, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't feel.
But you feel those emotions, it just doesn't emote. It doesn't come out right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it to a degree, but I've noticed that my emotions are just, like, I just don't have them. Like, I want to be sad, and I can't be sad. I want to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, it kind of, like, killed my emotions. Like, I still kind of feel, but...
Do you view that as a pro or a con?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. I feel like I have a more, like, clear mind, and I'm more clear-headed, but it does suck when, like, you want to be able to be emotional about something and you can't. I know that people talk about your anger, and that definitely was something that I struggled with between, like, my 3 and 6 month mark. I was definitely very, very angry all the time, and that really sucked. Like, it would just happen out of nowhere. It was, like, mood swings. Like, I'd be, like, super happy, and then all of a sudden I'd be, like, super fucking pissed all the time. And that stabled out. I'm totally fine now, but it's definitely something, like, if you're gonna start HRT, just to pay attention to, because people had to call me out for it, because I didn't even realize how much of an asshole I was being until someone said something. But that's right around when Rico and I started working out. Thank God, because I need work out. If you're angry, please just go to the gym.
Yeah, it's a good stress reliever
for sure,
and it's a positive way of unleashing. You know.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at if I had any anger objectively. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to, like, be the outside person looking. Come on, if you have seen us since episode A, we did touch on anger for a hot second, and so I'm just gonna explain again. I have always kind of been, like, a short-tempered person, so kind of angry, like, it can happen pretty quick. So it's hard for me to gauge personally if testosterone added to that. I think it's been the same, but here's an outside perspective, and what do you think?
I think Rico gets kind of angry.
Have I leveled out, or am I still fucking angry? I haven't had a BF in a minute.
BF is bitch fit. Go watch you some white chicks.
Yes. Yeah. Mentally, how has T changed you?
A lot. I've changed a lot since starting T. Like, I feel like it definitely felt like I went through a second puberty. Like, I know that they say it like it puts you through a second puberty, and it's true. Like, I literally feel like in the past 2 years I have gone back to being, like, a 12-year-old little boy, like, with, like, my sex drive and with my moods and my anger, and then, like, learning how to get through, like, toxic masculinity. I know I've touched on that before, but, like, learning how to be appropriate, like learning what jokes are appropriate and what jokes are not appropriate, and learning how to talk to people and how not to people. Like, I've had to do that again because my mind has changed so much that I didn't realize that I was fucking up until I was fucking up, Like, I feel like I really have had to completely go through puberty again and completely relearn.
It's a whole nother life.
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy.
Yeah. Mentally, how T has changed me, it's made me understand cis men more. because like it's crazy. I did not realize until taking hormones how much hormones like have a part in how people act.
Yeah.
Like fucking cis guys are just like, now having tea in my body, it's like, oh, now I know why maybe they're so like, you think they're emotionally unavailable. It's like, if you're like a girl and you're talking to a guy, everyone's talking about how like, oh, they don't care, they don't cry, they're not emotional, but it's like maybe they are feeling those things, but they can't emote it. It's just a thing. And it's like, oh, men are dogs, they're always horny. It's like, tea makes you fucking horny.
Yeah.
So I'm not justifying men's actions if it's shitty, but it's like, oh my god, now it's like,
Now I get it.
I get it, yeah. And I get it with people with estrogen in their body, why they act certain ways. It's like, because I've been there, I get it.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, it's crazy.
It doesn't take a lot to keep me happy anymore, that's for sure. I'm a lot less high maintenance now.
I think when it comes to like chisme, like gossip, drama, like,
I used to like getting the tea.
I like listening to the tea, but like feeding into it.
Oh yeah.
Or just like, no, it's like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely don't want to be.
Of course,
dramatic.
Everyone has opinions when there's like gossiping going on, but right now it's just like, I can assess the situation. Like, I'm not gonna waste my energy with that. I have better things to do and not get involved with that. I don't know if that's the tea. It probably is. So that wraps it up for tea. And next week we are doing you, and it's gonna be underwear. So we're gonna talk all things underwear that trans men wear, whether it be for packing or for play, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like this video, you know what to do. Please like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.